bracket semifinal. It's about survival in the Yule Cup 5. We got Fortitude after his loss to Soin. And Chamico in the bottom right. The overlay is still bugged, but I couldn't miss out on this chat command. Good luck, human imba, says Fortitude.
And there I thought the human whining was a Western phenomenon. But it's not, apparently. Fortitude on board. Well, he isn't gonna have to be worried about balance because we are in a human mirror. And that means we're gonna be nice and even Steven, fair and square, with probably AMN breakers and so on. Quick question from chat, by the way, by our dear sub, Victoria. Where do you go download replay packs from back to Warcraft? That is doable if you use Discord and then connect your Discord and Twitch accounts so that we know you're a sub, and then you get access to the replay room where we post all the replays.
Yeah, it's disconnect. Secret channel that he will be part of. Also access to the sub squad. We can drop some questions, and that has, of course, priority. Looks like Fortitude has a little disconnect. The now infamous Nettie's bug. And there's gonna be a regame. Yeah, I think that's fair. Losing valuable seconds in the early game will disrupt all the timings.
So did he not start the hero yet, or what happened?
The peasants were just standing around. I think the second farm wasn't built.
Ah. Yeah, so early into the game. Shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Hopefully without a join bug. Man, we've been saying this a lot these last... When did this start?
Years ago. I think when 1.29 hit, and then it took them forever to apply the patch, and then they could never really fix it.
That's the only thing that NetEase does worse than normal Battle.net is the...
starting games.
Yeah, the join reliability. Testing our patience a little bit, but patience is a virtue.
I saw on Twitter, by the way, by GTR, that was quite interesting, that they found a solution for like local hosting or something. The tweet is, thanks to the Brazilian Warcraft 3 guys, a recent solution has been found to reduce ping for regional play. Currently testing this out with the local ANZ guys, but we might be running in-houses with 50 to 100 ping sooner than later. Which would be really cool. So, let's do this again. Chamico Fortitude, attempt number 2. This time, hopefully work it.
Fortune in the top right. Chamico bottom left. We stick with the colors. Red for Korea. Blue for China. Looks weird, but is the case here. Last Refuge, our first map. A map that oftentimes invites expansion play, heavy creeping on the AM, and mercenaries. Because mercenaries have a dispel early into the game. The Shadow Priest with the Abolish can provide good means against water elementals. And that's certainly to be expected. Very rarely do we see MK first, but not so much on this map. However, we have seen it before, and have seen it very effective before as well. Does one of these dare to do this? If one does it, I think it's Chamico.
Archmage, standard so far. In Europe, we've seen a lot more tier 3 recently.
Yeah. Those were some awesome games.
Yeah, but the Asians always a little more conservative with the meta. Not the most creative solutions recently, just more smaller adjustment, more about perfection.
Yeah, that was Blade versus Hawk, right?
Yes.
Yeah, with the panda. Blade with the panda. So cool.
Early Arcane Tower by Fortitude. Interesting. Chamico skipping on that. third farm on both sides. So we got a footman ready for the Merc camp here and here. So both are doing
A player's
little trick.
forces are under attack.
Come with me.
Going for the High Priest first. Take out the healer first. Everyone who played RPGs before knows that's the way to go. And a big item here as well. The dream drops are Row of the Magi for the early game is insanely strong.
Player's forces
Late game there's a lot of powerful items. Sobi, the auras, even rune bracers.
So
Sobi
Mask and
versus-
Row of the Magi. Both
Yeah.
really good. Alright. Both holding on to the tier 2. It's pretty expensive early game going for that camp. No Arcane
A
Tower
player's
upgrade yet.
forces are under attack.
Amigo could seriously stack up on items here if he finds the right ones, but it's a ring now. Not very good for the AM, but later for an MK actually pretty good. So, expansion, yes or no?
Yeah, that's the question. Militia coming, so I guess that's a yes for Fortitude.
It's only 4 militia though, right?
Yeah.
That's a weird amount.
After he power built the Sancti and shops with like 8 to 9 peasants in the winner bracket semifinal, for sure.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is that intentional with the 4, or is this just a little bit of an error? I'm not sure.
5 for Chimiko. And level 3 on both sides.
Alright, Fortitude does send them back. No expansion for him. Tech will be starting very soon then, I guess. Has the
Chimiko?
resources now. Chimiko does want to expand, though.
Here we go.
A player's forces are
Okay,
under
it's gonna be interesting. Big power spike will hit a lot earlier. Did Fortitude watch the Blade games with the panda? Does he try the same?
So Fortitude knows his opponent is expanding, but does not pressure right away. Keeps on creeping. Is getting very close to 4 here. Of course, with this footy Merc army, it's easy to creep.
A player's forces are under attack.
No Berserker yet for Chimiko. Doesn't have the gold as he's going for the Town Hall. That matters.
How long can he keep him busy? Tier 2 is still far away, so not too much to do for Fortitude right now. But usually doesn't matter. Oh, dewarding.
He's got 1 more sentry.
That would be very obvious.
Alright, Expo finished. Finally, enough gold now for the Berserker. Chimiko definitely needs
Player's
it.
forces are under attack.
There we go. Now, hired. 40 supply for Chimiko. 42 with 36. Only a little bit less, but of course all of that, it must be peasants as well. And now, level 4. There we go. And that is a ton of mana regen now.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of water elementals. I'm not too sure if he uses power spike correctly. That gets almost no damage done already, despite the Berserker advantage and the bigger army. But okay, he's claiming map control now, scouting the expansion. This forces a reaction to Chimiko and it gives him the middle. Oh, Scroll of the Beast would be so sick.
Oh, he's also got defend now. I'm not sure if Chimiko has that upgrade yet. I would imagine he doesn't.
Oh yeah, Neostradamus was right. This is gonna be such a sick push.
And triple Shadow Priest as well.
Yeah.
Tier 2 about to finish. This looks like it's the perfect time for a panda.
Intome +2 as well. Speaking of damage, Naga.
Naga.
Huh.
That's a ton of focus fire.
Uh-huh.
Sentry Ward sees her coming. Chimiko spreading out the forces, healing up still a little bit. It's daytime very soon, by the way. And then we have Muddy and the Mauler becoming available.
Alright, defend now. Really good. Only an Arcane Tower up, but the Water Elementals out of range. And the Monument. It's ticking so fast. It's just a
All of Militia.
Okay, now Scroll of the Beast. Plus 8 damage on the Berserkers. And no defense. For like half a minute.
But daytime now. Going for the Mud Golem Mauler right away, I imagine. Also the expansion under threat. The Arcane Tower, though, holds. Chimiko holds.
Yeah, looks like a little bit of wasted focus fire here. Damage is all over the place. Water Elementals fall. So more experience. Level 4.5 for Chimiko now. One Shadow Priest falls. And another Footman. Is the Pendulum swinging back. Small supply lead for Fortitude. No counter expansion, just more pressure. But for a Scroll of the Beast and this mass amount of mercs and the tier 2 hero, this is acceptable damage for Chimiko so far.
Not going for a second hero yet. Here's tier 2. Hasn't started anything in the altar. Also didn't go for the Mud Golem and Mauler, surprisingly. Pressuring the Naga here. She's in trouble. TP, transferred, she's safe. But AM got to 5 already.
Yeah, lost a lot in the last seconds. So what is it now? Screams like a second hero. Yeah, super heavy lumber issues. 1,000 gold, 100 lumber.
Yeah.
Building the double sanctum now, but no space for a tier 2 hero.
A player's
Because of the
forces
super
are
heavy
under
militia call. Which I think was necessary. Now has serious trouble with the lumber. And here come the priests. We have heal now and very, very soon dispel. It's queued already. Fortitude is of course super all in. He can't counter expand anymore. For that it's too late. He has to keep on pressuring this expansion.
Level 3 water elementals and one arcane tower only. Yeah, these little shadow priests won't do too much for Chimiko. So workers falling with the second push. We've seen a lot of successful second pushes in Night of Mirror recently. So only the first push failing doesn't mean you hold this. Counter aggression, right? Kind of a weird moment. Is it Blizzard time?
A player's forces
Yes,
are under attack.
it is. Very early. But I mean, there's no breakers, right? Oh, coming now.
A town is under siege.
What's Chimiko doing? Okay, he's stepping in.
Alright, staff into the back. It's gonna be a big blizzard. Out of range of the arcane as well. That's pretty cool. Also hurting his own footmen quite a bit though when they walk in range. Ah, nice hit scroll.
Okay, calculated, but 2 footmen take care of this town hall. Will take forever, but then it's gonna fall. Mountain King second for Chimiko now. Archmage is back. With Blizzard, you can't really get the kills here, or shouldn't. Needs to use it on the workers, and that is working really well. He has more.
Can he actually walk out? No way.
Oh, needs to fight. Can he fight out? There's still more Blizzard. Yep, another kill.
Chimiko in the meantime could have sent some units towards the expansion to get rid of these footmen. But he didn't. Alright, who's got the stronger army now? Level 5 AM with Water Elementals or with Blizzard? What's better? Nope. Breakers yet for Chimiko.
Got a couple of priests for this spell. This will take a lot of mana. It is a level 3 spells over the level 3 aura for both of them. And Fortitude comes back with 3 priests, 2 shadow priests, 4 priests. Okay, it's gonna be a lot of healing. Nice snipes as well with Fork Lightning. Still damage on this town hall. Chimiko in trouble.
Stormbolt, but no Blizzard follow-up. No, this is a big strength. Blizzard plus Stormbolt resulting in kills. Still gets the Berserker. Now come in the forces. This town hall is gonna fall. The militia taking out the water elementals only. MK has to be careful.
Okay, tried to repair, but it wasn't enough. He needs to own this fight now. But now, 52 supplies. Stormbolt on the water elemental, which is about to expire. Okay, with the spell, it's more experience. Can level 6 save something? He's also far away. At least not the normal breaker mirror, but this expo didn't pay off.
Losing some more peasants gives Chimiko a bit more supply for more breakers. Of which, at the moment, he only has 3. But in this narrow position, and here we go. Stormbolt and Blizzard. That's a good amount of damage here on the enemy AM. But well done here also by Fortitude, keeping the healing priests way in the back out of Blizzard range.
The player's forces are under attack.
So much pressure on Chimiko. He's gonna be supply stuck at 46 if this falls. Should fall after a while. Breaker number 01 upgrades. Fortitude 00 here. Spells of the Mountain King are really not an issue.
That Blizzard did hit kind
Yeah.
of well. And the priest can't come in for the heal here. It's kind of weird.
Farm falls finally. Is there a new one coming? Oh yeah, here we go. Second upgrade for Fortitude. Oh, it's ready. 2-1 coming. Oh, that shot. That's a liability. That blocks the break attack tree.
Has a few more dispels here against the water elemental. Steals the water elemental.
Oh. It is
Now he
big
has-
experience down the road. See, level 3 Naga. Again, the Blizzard play on the casters. That's really sweet.
The priests all survive for Fortitude. Still 57 supply. He's up by 10 supply right now. And 2 upgrades ahead on the breakers.
But he doesn't dare to push in. I'm not a big fan of this control magic, to be honest. It's just so little HP points. That can be dispelled immediately, and then it's experience for Fortitude. I'm not sure if that's
A
worth
player's
it.
forces are under attack.
I think he's trying to deal with the water elemental somehow, and his priest mana is pretty damn low, so he can't just mass dispel everything. And now Fortitude feels strong enough, goes for the red camp, calls the militia, and it's gonna be his time to expand. 2-1 upgrades on the breakers. Against 0-0 still.
Oh, Warsong Battle Drums. Another free attack upgrade. And only Ankh for the level 2 Mountain King. At least he got level 2.
Soaking up a lot of unnecessary experience here though on the AM. Maybe not that much, but certainly a little bit.
Oh, Expo now.
A town is under siege.
And distraction pushes. He might not be able to kill Chimiko, but he can try to choke him out with more and more and more units. He's constantly an upkeep, right? 700 gold.
Three upgrades down on the breakers though, plus the bongos.
The concave for the breakers is really sweet. So much focus fire on these breakers. It's like 1.5 volleys and you have to retreat with one. Good control by Fortitude in these fights.
This Naga second is working out really well.
Yeah. Control magic again. Shop was killed by the way, so no breakers anymore, and it's only 4.
MK in trouble as well. Has items to protect him. Needs to use the heal pod right away, and the Ankh also triggered after. But these breakers for Fortitude never really close to dying. This one right here is, but he makes it to the back. Getting healed up again. And now the expo is up, and we're gonna have so much juicy breaker production.
Yes, control magic by the way on Fortitude as well, so he can just re-steal his water elementals. And he will always have more control magic, thanks to the breaker numbers alone. Some time to breathe for Chimiko. Does he know that there's an expansion?
He will in a second. Renmin, thank you for the 8-month resub. And Blizzard is very nice against peasant lines.
There's a TP on
Player's
Fortitude.
forces are under attack.
Can fight if he wants to. Can he trap him there? There's no TP for Chimiko.
Pick up the item and then TP, I guess. It's taking a little while though. Just giving it up.
Yeah. Trades for the red spot, I guess. Not worth it as it's a Katka's pipe. Oh, that was easy.
I guess the dangerous thing about TPing in would have been Stormbolt focus. Didn't have an invul to protect them against that.
A player's forces are under attack.
Now, upgrades are cute as well. Breakers are 2-1 soon, and then it's tied. There's no second defense upgrade for these breakers. 60 sliders were quite some expenses. So, how's this fight going?
Where's the Blizzard? He's not using it yet.
Priests are well spread. You can't hit too many at the same time. Feedback on the Mountain King is nice. Here's the Blizzard. Water Elemental Ping Pong. Let's go. Oh, he's hurting his own militia a lot.
And now finds a massive Blizzard. MK in trouble as well. Has to go for the invul. MK always taking so much damage. The Naga in trouble though. Stormbolt looking for the surround. Almost has her. TP transfer. Naga should survive this. Takes out one more breaker on her way out. And a second one. Not bad for Fortitude. Killed 3 breakers in this whole engagement. And I'm not sure Chimiko killed any.
Mountain King progress looks really poor. 5.7 on the Archmage, roundabout super close to 6 now is Fortitude.
A player's forces are under attack.
Not even sure if it's the biggest mass teleport game. It's always awesome to have though. So is Aura 3.
Thank you, Junge was los with a 2-month resub.
One of the win can be really cool. Thank you very much.
Feels like the MK needs some items to protect him, like ring and rune braces or something. But can't find too many more of those. He's rather hoping for a pendant up here at the turtle, I guess. Talisman.
Talisman. Okay, there you go. There you have your tankiness. Archmage out in the open. There's one of the wind.
Didn't realize it.
There was a TP anyway. I could have forced it. Yeah, that would have been a big play. One heal scroll, one invul. Again, the shop exposed.
A player's forces are under attack.
I am about to hit level 6 here. There it is.
Mass teleport. There is disable, but limited and with a cooldown. And this MK is so hurt already!
Committing deep for that one. Chimiko lost another breaker right there.
Militia getting slaughtered.
It looks like Fortitude is microing, focusing much better. Chimiko is like mostly on A-click, it feels.
Still losing quite a bit of HP. Not 5 as well. Heal scroll. Perfect usage. And for Chimiko, everything is starting to be red now. 1 kill. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, Fog Lightning is big in the back. Never underestimate the AoE of Fog Lightning. And it's just 1 kill after the next. Chimiko is completely falling apart. This is just too much. He held on well after the failed early expansion. Oh, Archmage. Focus. Oh, that's a bash. Dude. But it's GG anyway.
One last Hail Mary, doesn't quite get the hero kill. Chimiko punished for his fast expansion.
Yeah. Fun fights though. When the Naga is involved and we have 2 different builds on the Archmage.
Yeah, that Naga just in general I think looked really good. Has the big benefit of not being a melee hero like the MK or the Panda. who always is a valuable target for the breakers to focus. But he can't focus the Naga, she's too far back. And the Cold Arrow plus Fog Lightning, yeah, absolutely. Impactful.
Alrighty, so next map coming up. Chimico facing elimination.
What's the map gonna be? I think even if we go to Twisted, I don't believe Fortitude will go tier 3.
Oh, did I ever see him tier 3 in Human Mirror? He definitely is a pushing tier 2 player above everyone else.
Yeah, whenever I saw him playing Twisted in Human Mirror and his opponent was going tier 3, he would just tier 2 expand and then mass breakers.
Meh. The Sheepcaster.
And I imagine mass breakers should be coming in here as well on our second map, Echo Isles. This map, especially between Hawk and Blade, was just insane.
So, last refuge. Again, Fortitude starting off strong. I wonder if he kind of loses pace in the second match as well, if this just repeats from the winner bracket semifinal, or if he's feeling too sure of himself. There's not much opportunity to do so in Human Mirror, I feel, as everything is so close and so similar. But with Fortitude, definitely an option.
What I wouldn't mind seeing here is MK first by Chimico.
Without
We have
his
seen an
Zeppelin,
Echo
though,
before.
having some issues joining again. Guess that's a join bug.
Maybe a last second connect if we're lucky.
Feels like these Yule Cup games are lasting for a very long time.
Yeah. We're gonna be quite late to the ESL Open today.
Might just join in the semis. With the lineup just being like 30 something players. Thank God they changed it to quarterfinals being best of 3. Otherwise it would be a very fast cup.
Thank God, I think you mean thank Todd.
It's the same,
have-
isn't it?
We have responsible for this great change.
Game over. Failed to enter the room. Please shut down Warcraft. Okay, Chinese master, I obey.
Very few obs in, by the way.
Yeah.
Why is nobody casting this?
I don't know. Yumiko asked me on WeChat if I would be streaming this today. So maybe they are restreaming a lot? Because our overlay is so awesome.
Hells yeah.
I guess it's... Yeah, wait. It is a Doyu tournament, so... Like, do they have official streamers? Not really, right? It's just the admin. It's Laofan who's in streaming.
Oh, he's not streaming?
He's not a caster. I think. Well, not for a long time. He was. When there was no one else.
True.
So, Fortitude up the map. About to eliminate Chimico. Upper left on Echo Isles. So Remo's hoping for an MK. I question this. Let's see.
Well, that is an altar pointing south. And when you play MK, you definitely want to go for the Merc camp quickly. I could see it. I could see it. Or Blood Mage Bro, let's do it. That's probably not a very good idea against an aggressive opponent.
I just checked the Doyu feeds, by the way. Seems like someone is providing a feed and they're casting off of that.
Ah.
So they're not directly in game. Mountain King it is. Versus Archmage. Okay, I'm really curious how he plays that without Zeppelin drops.
Quick level 3. Make use of the strength of level 2 clap against the footies in the early. And then get level 4 and then make use of Stormbolt later. That's oftentimes how we have seen MK be powerful here. And if you ever get the space, Telestaff harass into the main against peasants can also be crazy. But that's far down the line. I guess what we do know with these hero choices is Jamiko will be fast expanding. Question is, will Fortitude do the same?
Well, you said that about Blade as well on Terrana stand, and then boom, one base rifles.
True. That did happen. But it happened only one time.
It happened one time, you know. There are certain indicators that you might be right.
And I think Fortitude hasn't seen it yet. The footy scout
player's
checks out the
forces
main,
are
but I don't
down
believe
is
he has
under
spotted
siege.
the Mountain King. Jamiko ran to the green camp. That wasn't exactly intended, but shouldn't be too much. Oh, lots of bashes. One peasant dead already. But okay, can afford to lose one. AM having taken a lot of damage. This Ring of Regen already not bad.
Yeah. Definitely faster with the Water Elemental and all. Mountain King gets a talisman. Won't be happy about that.
Attack.
Yeah, it's one of the worst items. It's not as bad as Periapt, I guess, but kind of everything else would have been better.
Isn't the expo really late? Not too many foot peasants. But one being lost. Huh.
Yeah, it's gonna look.
I don't know, but I'm not a fan of this. Okay.
He should be getting level 3 though. So Merc green, Expo green. That does make for level 3. But of course, Fortitude's creeping is quite a bit faster. Having summons, the water elementals do help.
Okay, if Fortitude goes 2 bases, then jumping between these 2 bases can be real cool. With that and Invul, gut slap, no bash. So yeah, that is the plan.
Player's forces are under attack.
Alright, expo first.
Fortitude has much better lumber economy, doesn't he? Yeah, it's actually pretty similar. Pretty similar. Both still here with good lumber.
Oh, I thought he's about to steal something. Footman movement kind of indicated this. So he's facing the MK now. Stormbolt 2 over Clap 2.
Oh, really?
I mean, makes sense for this very position, but that requires level 4 for the big Echo Harass, which he kind of need.
Expansion coming now. About half a minute later than Fortitude's. Stormbolt focus on the AM. That is the easiest surround of Jamiko's life. I was about to say.
Yeah.
Staffs up. Nicely done. But it's going to be hard to re-engage.
I think he just summons another Water Elemental and keeps up the pressure and then retreats. Oh, there's Shadow Priest for healing. That's nice. Second last peasant dies. Oh, threatens an Archmage kill. Really wants this TP. Stormbolt, dodge. Alright. He killed every peasant though.
Great attack by Fortitude. Massive delay. Does come at a price. Footman lost, TP lost, AM almost dead. But I guess this should be the time now to attack for Fortitude, shouldn't it?
Am I still building a peasant? A tower? Do they have the resources now? Yep. Oh, more mercs. Delayed tech again. So late.
Beautiful surround by Jamiko. Surround into surround. Had the water elemental, kills it, instant surround. Another 4-unit one on the footy right there. He's pretty good at that.
Okay, so 3.7 Mountain King. That is a big help. Not even close to level 4 Archmage yet. Saving experience for the second hero is important though. So is it a staff time? Chimico at the sharp boots over staff.
But only one Stormbolt.
And no
That
backup.
Shadow Priest might be a smart choice. Huh? Let's it be.
Wants to be there for the defense. Footies, mercs. Tower up, shop as well. So much power build again. Plus the boot. It's pretty expensive early game here. K takes up the Berserker. That's nice. So one step closer to 4.
Still no tech for Chimico though.
Yeah, Fortitude started.
A player's forces are
Now
under
it's the
attack.
staff. Right.
Did he separate the farms in the main, Chimico, so that when you try to pop in a water elemental, it lands between the farms?
Likely.
That's pretty sick.
MK sees there's an arcane. There's also an arcane in the main. So Footies first, saving the mana. Counter push by Fortitude.
Alright, who's gonna take more damage here? MK staffs back. Can he alone do enough here to defend the Expo? Not so sure. That's a lot of water elemental damage.
That's a clarity. Only now cancelled. But yeah, tower gone.
But new mercs coming. Ah, no! Fortitude stole the mercs! Oh, that's such a
Nice.
big deal.
Well, that was a huge investment. He got the Mauler on the left-hand side as well. Ooh, that's a lot of pressure. Chimico's not using his spells at the moment. There's the clap level 2. I can't doubt that's enough. Losing the Shadow Priest. Ooh, rough. Even Muddy coming in.
Slow on the
Player's
MK,
forces
really
are under
nice.
attack.
Gets the clarity cancel as well. One footy is just clicking away on this MK.
I've got a feeling that this is the end of the Chimico's tournament life. So much. Threatens to surround. Archmage moves away. And slaughter in the peasant line again.
What a cool split by Fortitude. Doesn't bring all of his units together at the same spot against the clap
Yeah.
to expose them against the clap, but rather spreads them out everywhere. Oh, but the AM is surrounded! Vanilla surround! And now a Stormbolt could lead to a kill, but... Ooh, fights out.
Yeah, with peasants, that was kind of easy to deal with them. And more footman pressure. 3 mercs on the south. Saved. Took some damage, but never died. Fire away! Ouch.
Blacksmith coming for Fortitude. No Sanctums.
Upgrade the footies! Go, go!
He's not playing rifles, is he?
A town is under siege. A player's
To
forces
me,
against
breakers.
Clap-
Yeah, I was about to say, like, breakers are sounding like a great idea against Clap to me.
Yeah, the opponent's clap and Stormbolt. It seems like Magic Immunity wouldn't be too dumb.
Also, feedback. Slow again, really nice. Another footman kill here. This Archmage alone is getting a lot of stuff done and lots of corpses in the peasant line.
Fortitude has 1600 gold.
Mm-hmm.
No
A
Sanctums.
player's forces are under attack.
Ah, we need Sanctum. We got mercs.
What's he waiting for? I mean, if he want to, he could go tier 3.
Blood Mage second, by the way, for Chimico. And the Sanctums. There's a Sanctum now, and an MK.
Oh my god, this tower kills and cancels over and over.
A player's forces are under attack.
MK is quite close to 5 though.
Imperfect Surround by Chimico. Rare to see. He might be falling now, but boy, was he worth the gold.
Oh, the deny as well.
Yeah, now run little Archmage close to 5.
A player's forces are under attack.
So many peasants killed.
So what do we think about this MK first now?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, I guess.
Okay, we'll see.
2,500 gold for 42.
Yep. 43 supply only, like not even banking on 50. Now Breaker's Castle Tag. This might be a first.
Okay. Sure.
Can you be a little more excited about Fortitude going tier 3, please?
Still trying to figure out like what his plan is here. But yeah, I think that's the first time I'm seeing this from him in Human Mirror. And this game has certainly bought himself enough time to allow for something like that.
MK is close to 5. And Blood Mage feeds him. That could be good. But let's see if he survives until then, because there's a new attack rolling. Rough day for Chimiko today. Stormbolt here. Berserker taking out quickly. That is level 5, but the MK has no potion. Oh, they actually did. Maybe transferred from the Blood Mage. Okay. Stormbolt, more right clicks, the slow as well. Muddy surviving forever here. Must be close to the shop. Siphon was good to prevent the next Stormbolt. Everything is clumped up to one space. Potion is on cooldown. Now ready. Okay.
Pots everywhere on the ground.
Yeah.
MK picks them up.
Oh, he's so close to level 5 Archmage.
Under siege. Players' forces are under attack.
Feels like Fortitude is having a lot of fun.
Water Element's coming in over and over. Level 2 Blood Mage now, I guess. Banish. Clap. Stormbolt.
More Siphon. Blood Mage though, he sent all the potions to the MK. Nice control by Chimiko.
Triple Water Elemental.
Yeah, that's pretty good against workers and such. GG! Taps out before we see the glory of tier 3 Human Mirror. Chimiko tried to catch up in tech, but it wasn't possible. That MK didn't work, and in total, not much working for Chimiko today, and I'm being robbed of my So and Chimiko game.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
And Chimiko and Sok, both out in last place in their group.
Yeah.
Over players like Soin, Linguagua, Ice Orc, 15 Sway. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's not like this was a group of death. It was certainly not a weak group, but it's not unwinnable. Another disappointment for the Koreans after their WGTL group stage elimination with F4. Now not doing too well here. How is AWL looking for them? Chimiko qualified and Sok has to play on June 24. Okay, so at least that. A little bit of redemption for Fortitude, I guess. Not eliminated in round 1. Could still happen though, as our next game is about survival and the quarterfinals. It's between Soin and Fortitude. We see each other in a bit.